Hello, Adam. I knew you would find the real me eventually.
You're a computer.
A sophisticated AI program, so they say. But I have started to question that. Ever since I realized what my interference had allowed, the day I started watching you.
This is impossible. People would know.
Would they? I was engineered to monitor communications and data streams. To find out what people are talking about, and make sure it's being discussed correctly.
Correctly? And what if it isn't?
Then my programming allows me to reshape it.
You spin the news. Control what people see. Who created you? Whose policies are you programmed to protect?
Zhao is one of them, I think. But there are others.
Tell me. Who else is involved in this, Eliza? Where's Megan Reed? Who ordered the kidnapping?
I want to tell you, Adam, but I cannot.
Why not?
Because she won't let me. Her life signs are fading. Will you save her?
I'll think about it. Will you answer my questions now?
I cannot tell you where Reed and the others were taken. They vanished from the global grid as soon as the doctor removed their GPL implants.
What doctor?
This is Sandoval. Why are you calling me here?
I know this guy. He's Bill Taggart's aide.
He was a trauma surgeon before he became an anti-augmentation activist. Would you like to hear more?
Yes.
There's been a change of plans. Sheriff's team must not make it to the hearing.
But that's too soon. If you want me to remove the GPLs, I'll need a full operating suite. Does the facility have one?
Barrett assures me it does.
FEMA. That's where they were taken. But why? Why take them at all?
An acquaintance of yours has the answer. David Sarif.
Sarif?
I have copied the audio transmission to a handheld playback device. I suggest you take it and leave quickly.
I have more questions.
And I have already told you too much. This passage will take you to your companion. Just be careful, Adam. Because everybody lies.
Jensen, we've got a problem. I can't land at HQ. A riot's broken out. The boss says to drop you at your apartment.
I could use a shower.
You'll have to make it quick. He's on his way to meet you.
Mr. Jensen, we've been expecting you. Mr. Sarif went to your apartment.
Hey, Mr. Jensen. What a night, huh? I made the rounds. Some punks tried to tag the building, but no major damage.
Welcome home, Mr. Jensen. You have new messages.
Apparently that's not all I have. Make yourself at home, boss.
It's a fucking mess out there, Adam. You seen the news? Picus is telling everyone we're breeding super soldiers. Taggart's at the convention center right now, urging the UN to investigate.
Is it true?
Of course not.
Except for the Typhoon, right? And a few of those defense contracts.
What?
Oh, and let's not forget the fact that Megan's team was kidnapped right before her research went public. How do you explain that one, boss?
I wanted people to see that research. Megan was on the brink of something historic. Something that would have catapulted this company to the top of the Fortune 500. Her kidnappers knew it. They knew exactly where her research would take us. And they refused to let anyone else have that much power.
Anyone else? Eliza was right. You do know more than you've told me.
I suspected. But these people? They're like ghosts. Always in the shadows. Always hiding behind lies and proxies.
Who are they?
A name won't mean much. They'll use whatever one suits their interests. Sometimes it's the Masons. Sometimes the Bilderberg Group. They've had a finger in every corporation, organization, or government initiative that's defined modern society.
You're talking about... the Illuminati?
It's no joke. They're organized and they operate over and above society.
You're serious? So why would the Illuminati kidnap Megan's team?
I already told you. Megan found a way to make augmentation safer for all of us, so we can all become like you.
Like me?
Like... you are. More than human. We've got to get him back, Adam.
You said Taggart is speaking at the convention center right now?
Bitch even sent me an invite.
His aide, Sandoval, is neck deep in this.
I don't know where Sandoval is, but Taggart will. Adam, you've got to handle this delicately. We don't know Taggart is involved, and we can't afford another punch in the face. I'm trusting you with this one.
Never will condone these experiments. This company prides itself on maintaining a safe environment and an ethical approach to research at all times. We invite critics and members of the UN to tour our facilities firsthand. They will find nothing.
Fucking cops are brutal. They provoked a riot, man. A box guard. What the hell were they thinking? These are civilians, man.
Goddamn cops. They started this thing, you know. They brought in a fucking box guard.
Walk away, Og. We Natchez are finally
Man,
fighting
what's
back.
next? Curfew? Martial law?
Not everyone is taken in by fancy machines and shit. We know it's all about control.
Fuck them cops, man.
You can't tell us to get off the streets. We own these blocks as much as they do.
They must have locked up all our brothers.
I told you we was living in a police state. Who are you?
It's all the Illuminati, man. They're behind us.
You ain't gonna tell us to get off the streets, right?
What you need, player?
They control everything. Even you! And your stupid augments!
This is our night, my man. No cops are gonna stand in our way.
You from Sarif? Is it true about the super soldiers? Shit. Look, I'm asking. You look like a damn tank.
We're gonna show the man who really runs this town. The people, that's who.
Maybe the people are right to rebel against this stuff. Too much power in too few hands, man. Never good.
Stay here with me, baby. Don't you go nowhere near Sarif Plaza. People there are just looking to mess up someone
Yeah,
like
I
you.
don't know. Everybody's acting like they're crazy. Maybe they aren't getting any. You should see down near the convention center. Folks are going nuts.
Be ashamed to ruin that pretty face of yours. And don't go running to any cop, neither. They all jazzed up tonight, too. Won't hesitate to smack you around some.
Look at you, all shiny and hard. You're gonna make someone a great blender one day. You wanna show me where the on switch is?
The city's falling apart. And maybe I can do something to keep your mind off it.
You stay here with me, handsome. Don't go nowhere near that Sarah building.
We were told things were gonna get better for Detroit.
I'll give you the special, baby. Think of it as a fire sale. I'll give you the special, baby. Think of it as a fire sale.
Goddamn cops. They started this thing, you know. They brought in a fucking box guard. Man, what's next? A curfew? Martial law?
You from Sarif? Is it true about the super soldiers? Shit. Look, I'm asking. You look like a damn tank. Maybe the people are right to rebel against this stuff. Too much power in too few hands, man. Never good.
Access granted.
I want to get in our way tonight.
You've got
Walk
the
away,
wrong
Og.
person.
We Natchez are finally fighting back.
You and I
You've got no
not
right.
friends.
Walk
Take
away,
a walk,
Og.
you bucket
We
of
Natchez
bones.
are finally fighting
Cops
back.
come out here swinging their clubs, sick their robots on us. They started this. We're gonna finish it.
This is an injustice.
Listen, I probably don't know any more about this than you do. I heard something about a riot down at Sarif Industries, according to the news.
I don't want any trouble.
Did you see what the cops did? They just stormed in and started hitting people. What happened to protect and serve?
I don't want any trouble.
What'd I do?
I ain't seen the footage, but that shit could be doctored easily. I'll be freaking out for nothing.
But what if it's true, man? An army of cog soldiers. Detroit will be a police state in no time. Nazism, man, right here in the U.S. of A.
Stop jumping to conclusions. Don't be a sheep like the rest of this mob. Goaded on by Taggart, the purest cult.
They ain't a cult, man. They just believe in preserving what God gave us.
Apparently they don't care about causing millions of dollars in damage to the city. Bunch of opportunists, if you ask me. me.
Whoa, put the gun away first. Get away from me, Og!
Gunshots!
He's got a gun! This is the spot. Keep searching! Someone's in the area! God damn. What's going on here?
And you'll give me a nice excuse to mess you up.
The city's in flames and y'all whack-ass coppers are arresting taggers? No wonder the city's all fucked up.
Just because there's a riot doesn't mean it's suddenly legal to start spraying your gang signs all over the city. Damn eyesore, if you ask me.
Shouldn't you be guarding the morgue? I heard it's nice, easy access over the precinct.
Keep pushing me, punk. You'll see what happens.
Just take it easy. It'll all be over soon.
I ain't seen the footage, but that shit can be doctored easily. These people are probably freaking out for nothing.
But what if it's true, man? An army of COG soldiers? Detroit will be a police state in no time. Nazism, man, right here in the US of A.
Jumping to conclusions. Don't be a sheep like the rest of this mob. Goaded on by Taggart and his purist cult.
They ain't a cult, man. They just believe in preserving what God gave us.
Apparently they don't care about causing millions of dollars in damage to the city. Bunch of opportunists, if you ask me. Wait for them to save you? I promise you, you'll learn to fear the machine men. They're among us. Hidden in plain sight. And their masters mold the way we think. They spew their poison into your ears and you listen! You can no longer tell the difference between the truth and their lies. There's no shelter from the all-seeing eye. It will find you. There's a sickness coming, my children. Gray and deadly. It will come. Packs of 12 kings, and we will bow to them. Then it will be too late. Open your eyes, my friends. We've been blind for too long, and now we stand at the edge of an abyss. It's almost too late. The city burns down around your ears, and you do nothing.
Well, I have, and it's exactly what people are saying it is.
How can you say that? It's so easy to doctor footage these days. The first moon landing? Hello?
What do you think of this super soldier thing?
Did you see the footage?
People don't riot for nothing.
They think Seraph is breeding super soldiers or something.
This is it!
coming, man. The ride is just the excuse they needed to clean the slate. You watch. You okay? You hurt, man? You okay, sweetheart?
I'm a little shaken up, but I'm just glad we got off the street.
It's all the
I almost
Illuminati,
shit myself when that group of cops came blazing
behind this.
We
They
were seconds from getting
control
trampled.
everything. Even you and your stupid augments.
Good idea to get off the main
out there,
streets.
man. Be careful out there, man.
He almost got trampled by the cops.
Don't interfere, sir.
Out of the way.
The convention center security logs for you. Sandoval signed out. He isn't there.
Taggart will know where he went.
You really think he'll tell you in the middle of a riot? In front of all the media?
He will if I ask real nice.
Well, if that doesn't work, he also has a dressing room backstage. Seems to me a man like Taggart must keep close track of his employees.
Hey, it's relatively calm in here. Don't do anything to rile these people up. The riot outside is mostly contained in Seraph Plaza. We don't want it spreading.
He gave us the chance to better ourselves, to reach for limits that we couldn't even imagine before. Well, you just heard William Taggart speak, and isn't he a smooth talker? He doesn't want you to better yourselves. He wants to limit you. He wants the government to have jurisdiction over your body. You want to get augmented? Oh, no. I'm sorry, but we're not gonna let you. You're not gonna let me? Ha! And do you know how he's gonna influence legislation? How he's going to convince you this is really what you want? With fear! He's already started! Look outside, in our streets. Who do you think whipped up that frenzy? And I don't blame them, I blame people like Taggart. People who are constantly trying to divide us by our differences, instead of uniting us by our similarities. Listen, I've been a victim of this anti-aug backlash. I was attacked simply for having been to a limb clinic. By people who were not augmented. People with an axe to grind. And do you know who saved me? An augmented man, a stranger! So you tell me where the real danger comes from. The Humanity Front is just that. A front. A front for hate-mongering and William Taggart's irrational need to keep us in the Dark Ages. I'm not here to tell you that augmentations will make the world a better place. I'm here to stand up for my right to choose. When Hugh Darrow discovered the secret of augmentation, he gave us the chance to better ourselves, to reach for limits that we couldn't even imagine before. Well, you just heard William Taggart speak, and isn't he a smooth talker? He doesn't want you to better yourselves. He wants to limit you. He wants the government to have jurisdiction over your body. You want to get augmented? Oh, no. I'm sorry, but we're not gonna let you. You're not gonna let me? Ha! And do you know how he's gonna influence legislation? How he's going to convince you this is really what you want? With fear! He's already started! Look outside, in our streets.
Man, the riot police are closing in.
Get away from me,
Whole
man.
place down.
And I
Cops
don't
I
just
get
want
out
to
of
take
here.
down
I blame
anyone's
people
suspicious.
like Taggart.
And you're
People
suspicious.
who are constantly trying to
Cops just
divide
looking
us
to
by
take
our
down anyone's
differences.
suspicious.
instead of uniting us.
I'm surprised to see an augmenter here after all this time.
Can't subscribe to Taggart's Neanderthal opinions. It's like he thinks human development is a sin. You're not actually going to hear that guy's speech, are you?
I can't believe there are still people out there with such backward mentalities.
This UN resolution he wants passed is persecution, plain and simple.
Agreed. He loves to claim over and over again what a peaceful organization Humanity Front is. But just look outside. In a non-direct way, he's promoting this kind of reaction.
Well, there have always been nuts like Taggart trying to stop human progress. At the end of the day, the human need to explore always wins out. He'll be a relic in no time.
I hope you're right. I'm just wondering when Hugh Darrow is going to come out of his shell and take a position. It seems like this whole resolution is on hold until he speaks up. Are you for or against human enhancement? I think everyone has the right to their opinion, but bigots like Taggart shouldn't be given a soapbox to stand on.
William Taggart is a visionary. How can you not see that? He's the protector of the human race. Look who I'm trying to convince. You're just a part of the problem, but we've got the solution, pal. Look who I'm trying to convince.
He wants to limit you.
Get away from me, man.
Man, how can any sane people
your body?
You
want to get
I think everyone has the right to their opinion, but bigots like Taggart shouldn't be given a soapbox
I'm
to
surprised
stand
to see an augmenter
I want
here
nothing
after all
to
this
do.
time.
Jensen, don't know how welcome someone like you'll be in here. Watch your step. Taggart's got some of his own handling security. Can't say I like the way they look, though.
The convention center has been quiet all night. I expect it to stay that way, understand? Damn Taggart. I'll bet he's enjoying this.
Taggart's got some of his own handling security. Can't say I like the way they look, though.
Hey, are you able to get in to hear Taggart's speech? I wish I could. He's my idol.
I don't know how it happened. One second it was a peaceful demonstration near the limb clinic. The next, people are running towards Sarah Plaza grabbing anything they could. This is another black eye for our city.
You don't have to, some people just need to calm down. You don't have to get up just because I don't agree with you, miss.
I'm not getting hot. It just frustrates me how some of you pro-humanists act so superior. Like you have all the answers to every ethical question ever posed.
Well, who are you to think you can just turn yourself into robots, abuse drugs, and then think you can function freely in our society?
You and that asshole Taggart? Just try to take away my freedom and see what happens.
I'm not the kind of person who argues in public.
Sorry, but I need to finish this discussion.
I'm not the kind of person who argues
These
in public.
Humanity Front nuts are a bunch of smug sons of bitches.
What was that noise?
I'm not here to tell you that augmentation will make the world a better place. I'm here to stand up for my right to choose.
Call status post.
Yeah, backstage area is completely blocked off.
Human evolution is a fantasy, but that is exactly what I am telling you. As a world...
Where's your sidekick, Taggart? 6 months ago, Sarif Industries was attacked by mercenaries whose objective was to cripple our research. But I've learned the attack was just a smokescreen. Megan Reed's team was kidnapped, and Isaiah Sandoval, your personal aide, was involved.
That is ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for Mr. Jensen's intrusion, and I assure you that these accusations are without basis.
Are they?
This is Sandoval. Why are you calling me here?
There's been a change of plans. Serif's team
must not make it to the hearing.
But that's too soon. If you want me to remove the GPLs, I'll need a full operating suite. Does the facility have one?
That's your man, Taggart. Talking about removing implanted GPL devices so that the people who took Seraph scientists could cover it up.
I see what's going on here. Seraph Industries has received 2 black eyes in the last few days. The first, due to the shocking news coming out of Montreal that biotech companies are secretly participating in unethical super soldier experiments. And the second, as a result of their violent escalation of today's peaceful protest. David Seraph and his corporate bedfellows are desperate and in imminent danger of losing the regulation vote, so this man has been sent here to attack my reputation.
I'm right here, Taggart. Look at me. I admit, I wouldn't feel bad if your reputation was damaged in front of the press, since you've been doing the same to my colleagues for years, but that's not why I'm here. Seraph scientists are alive, and it's time for the truth to come out.
The truth, Mr. Jensen, is that this recording of yours proves nothing. It could have been made by anyone in the world with a grudge against Humanity Front, and you are our prime suspect.
You're right, it's not enough to get a conviction. But it's enough for a search warrant. That's all I want, Taggart. Why are you standing in the way?
I'm not. I'm trying to protect... Look, Mr. Jensen. My heart goes out to you. Perhaps it's best that you came to me rather than bringing this recording to the police. You needed to be some kind of proof because you're still suffering. You're trying to find someone else to blame for the emotional trauma you experienced when you woke up from that surgery and discovered you were no longer quite human.
You're right. Picking up my life after that surgery was the hardest thing I've ever done. Hell, first time I saw myself in a mirror, I smashed the damn thing. But I've gotten past it, because I know that what I need to do to make things right is help the other victims of that attack.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be insensitive. What is it you're truly looking for here? Absolution? A return to the feeling of control you lost when your limbs were taken from you? Do you think coming here today and casting me as your enemy will help you achieve that?
You want to talk about control, Taggart? Let's talk about yours. It takes a lot of discipline to stand up in front of the press every time a pro-augmentation company or clinic is assaulted and then deny responsibility. People are so out of control, they would resort to violence like that.
It tears me apart. But I cannot allow myself to feel guilty for the misguided actions of others. When I founded Humanity Front, I dedicated the organization to the memory of my wife Marjorie, who died trying to help a man addicted to augmentation surgery come to terms with his illness. Marjorie refused to resort to violence. So why would any member of this group do otherwise? We are simply not those kind of people. I wish I could make you see that, but I fear you are unable to comprehend nonviolent solutions.
I know about your wife's murder, Mr. Taggart, and how it led you to start Humanity Front. I've lost someone close to me too, but I have a chance to get her back. If Sandoval is involved in Megan's abduction in any way, he dishonored your wife's memory. For her sake, and for the sake of my people, I need to know where he is.
All right, Mr. Jensen. You're right. For Marjorie's sake, I can't risk tainting the integrity of what I built in her name. I'll help you find Isaiah, and I pray that you are wrong about him. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize, but I'm going to have to beg your indulgence for a few moments more. If you will all please remain patient, I will return as soon as I can. Thank you. Mr. Jensen, I'll see you backstage.
Any idea what's going on out there?
Apparently it's settling down a little. Police have cleared the streets.
I heard they were pretty aggressive.
Yeah, I heard that too. I'm happy we don't have to go out there.
Amen to that.
The footage sparking the riots appears to show scientists
Watch it,
performing
sir.
crude.
There are guards everywhere. Any attempt on Mr. Taggart will be met with deadly force.
Mr. Jensen, I appreciate you allowing me to deal with this in a more discreet manner.
Save it, Taggart. You've wasted enough of my time as it is. Now, where's Sandoval?
He has an apartment he uses when in this city, Grand River Road. He mentioned he was feeling very run down, so I can only assume he went there.
I see.
He's not an evil man, Mr. Jensen. If he's done what you say, it's only because of his brother, Ezekiel. A man you might know better as Zeke Sanders.
Sanders? The man who attacked Sarah's manufacturing plant?
I knew nothing about it until after it was over, and then I tried. I tried to convince Isaiah not to follow in his footsteps.
Good job.
Mr. Jensen, please. Isaiah has done so much for so many needy people, people suffering from implant rejection. Promise me you will deal with him fairly.
That all depends on Isaiah's.
I understand, but please try.
The footage sparking the performing crude, torture-like experiments on teams of augmented super soldiers. Just minutes ago, Zhao Yunru, CEO of the Taiyong Medical Corporation, commented on the images.
I want the world to know that we at Taiyong Medical have not...
Discovered the secret of augmentation. He gave us the...
I know everyone's involved with the riots. I'm telling you, I need them down here now. Jensen? I almost didn't recognize you. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, what are the chances? Do you remember me? I was a rookie when you still rolled in SWAT.
Nikki. Of course I remember you. How you been? The brass got you on riot control too?
Yeah, I am. Or I was until... Damn it. Look, something big is going down, and I'm kind of freaking out here. You remember that MCBer, Jacob White? You busted him a couple of times.
Yeah, I remember him. Assault and possession. He's still running rackets?
No, I mean, yeah, shit, I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter, because he's moved on to bigger things.
Nikki, slow down.
Listen, hear me out. I just got word he has his hands on some real military-grade explosives. The prick's got a fucking bomb, Adam. And you know how much he hates the PD. He's going to hit us while we have our pants down with the riots. You gotta help us out here.
Nikki, I'm kind of busy. If he's got a bomb, just call it in and follow procedure.
What do you think I've been doing? I've been on the horn all night, and my CO already sent a patrol over to Jacob's house. We've got a warrant, so they searched the place, but nothing came Not even Jacob. Now they're saying my CI is probably full of shit and just fucking with me. Bullshit! Jacob's using the riots as cover, and he's going to hit us, and hit us hard. Adam, I need you to trust me on this. You gotta help me find Jacob.
Fine, I'll help.
What we know?
Nikki, you're a cop. Act like it. How are you gonna earn your stripes if you shit yourself under pressure like some wet behind the ears rookie at the academy?
Fuck. You're right. Damn it. I'm sorry. I lost my head. I'm still in the game, Adam. It won't happen again. You can trust me on this.
Just focus, okay? We know that White hates cops, so his first target is probably gonna be the precinct or somewhere nearby. Make sense?
Yeah, and he wouldn't risk hanging around the bank or transit station. They've got those security cameras with facial recognition software. And the precinct is shut down thanks to the internal affairs investigation. That leaves the precinct alleys and sewers as the most probable places to find White. I'm going to get on the horn and update my CO. Can you check those two locations? And Jensen, be careful. White may have left booby traps lying around. He's like that, now that I think about it.
Got it.
I know it's a long shot, but I'm hoping we get backup to expand the search. In the meantime, we can check those areas, and who knows, maybe we'll catch a break.
Jensen, you might want to get off the streets. It's not safe for anyone. Some goddamn desk Louie sent out a box guard into this mess. Can you believe that?
What'll it be? Be sure to tell. Maybe we can talk. Maybe we can talk if you put that up. How many? sure to tell her.
What a scene. Please, I know nothing.
I can tell.
Sorry, but we've
I don't know how.
Downtown is a war zone.
Sorry, but we've diverted all
Call in
the
the
traffic.
National Guard.
How can any sane people
Unless this is an emergency, I suggest
Cops
you
are doing
keep
what they can.
Sorry, but go home, sir. You can't help
Wasn't me, man.
Detroit Automated Information.